Many of us that trade, including myself, also like to gamble on occasion. Many of us like to occasionally go to a casino. We like to shoot craps or play blackjack or play poker or whatever. Some of you guys probably like sports betting and things like that, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's good to be familiar with gambling and how casinos work. I think it's good to have some experience with gambling because as a trader, once you transition over to trading and especially options trading, having some experience in that casino really should influence you and how you trade. For example, anybody that's a serious gambler knows that there are certain games in a casino that have better odds, better probabilities of you actually winning than other games, right? And typically, if you're a smart player, you avoid the games where you have a negative expectancy and you play the games where you have some kind of small edge. For example, blackjack. If you play blackjack properly in some situations, you can gain a very small edge over the casino. And then, of course, there are the games where the odds are totally not in your favor. Like if you play these games in the long run, you're guaranteed to lose. The obvious one here is roulette. Roulette is a sucker's game. Everybody knows it. The odds of roulette are horrible. They don't pay out enough compared to the odds of you actually hitting on that roulette wheel. And naturally, as a gambler, you have to start thinking about these things. How am I actually going to win in the long run? Especially, how am I going to consistently win year after year, decade after decade as a gambler, or in this case, as an options trader? Well, the thing is, you don't want to be that sucker that's spinning the roulette wheel. In fact, you don't want to be the sucker that's also sitting down playing blackjack, even though you might come out a little bit ahead in the long run, but you're going to come out so small of an edge in blackjack it's almost not worth playing. No, it's actually you don't want to be the player. You don't want to be the gambler in this situation. What you actually want to do is you want to be the casino. You don't want to be that sucker in there trying to beat the casino. You want to be the casino. In a lot of ways, a casino operates very much like a responsible options trader, especially a short options trader. So when I sell options, for example, when I sell puts, I have an edge, right? We all know, I've made videos about this enough by now, but you should know what your edge is as an option seller. Your edge, of course, is theta. Theta is always on the side of an option seller, and your other edge is Vega, volatility. If you sell options when volatility is high, make it a point to always sell options when volatility is high, then volatility is also on your side, because if volatility is high when you sold the option, chances are it's going to come down over the life of the option, and that volatility collapse, that volatility decrease will also help your short options. And those two edges, time and volatility, they give you a small little edge that you can exploit year after year, decade after decade. You can keep putting on thousands and thousands of short options trades, and in the long run, you're practically guaranteed to win because, again, you have that edge. You're essentially the casino at that point. The casino has a very small edge over everybody that's playing the games in the casino, but how the casino operates is they have enough occurrences. It's the law of large numbers. They have enough people in there making small bets comparatively, compared to, what the casino has for money, and they're having all of these thousands and thousands of small bets where the casino has a small edge, and over time the casino is guaranteed to make money. They can't lose. And the same thing with you as an options trader, especially as an options seller. You can be the casino. Just make thousands and thousands of these small little trades where you have statistically a small edge, and as long as you do it consistently over and over again, you're going to make money. Now, the problem with most traders is most traders don't have the discipline to be the casino. They want to beat the casino, and instead of making a whole lot of small trades where they have a small edge, and consistently win a little money year after year, decade after decade, and eventually acquire a sizable amount of wealth, that takes too long. They want it all in one day. They want to be that sucker that walks in trying to beat the casino. They want to be the guy that takes every dollar he has and he places it on the table for one hand of blackjack, or takes it to the craps table and he bets it all on one roll of the dice. And here's the thing, oddly enough, if you go into a casino and you only place one bet and you bet everything you have on one bet, one roll of the dice, that is actually your best chance at actually beating the casino, because again, the casino is guaranteed to win if you make enough of these trades, essentially enough of these bets at these games. The casino is guaranteed to win. But what you've done is you've flipped the tables on the casino by making just one really large bet, because there is some luck involved, right? When you roll the dice, law of large numbers. If you do something enough times, the casino is guaranteed to win. But by flipping the tables on the casino, by having just a small number of occurrences, placing really big bets just a few times, if you happen to get lucky and win big and get the hell out of the casino and never return, then you did just beat the casino. But here's the thing, casinos know people could do this to them and they don't allow it. Right? They won't allow themselves to be put in a situation where the casino could lose big. So when you go into a casino and you walk around, you walk through all the blackjack tables, and every single blackjack table has a little card on the table that tells you the minimum and maximum bet. And this is the same with all table games. Pretty much every game in the casino has a maximum bet allowed. Now, why do you think casinos have a maximum bet allowed at these games? Well, imagine this scenario. Imagine someone saves up all of their life savings, and at some point they've acquired $10 million in savings, but they figure, $10 million is not quite enough. I'd like to quickly double or triple my money. So you know what? I'm just going to go into a casino and I'm going to place a $10 million bet on one hand of blackjack, and hopefully I get 21. If I get 21, I just make 150% on my money, because it pays 3-2 on a blackjack. So in this circumstance, obviously the casino would have to pay out $15 million as a win to this guy if he gets lucky on that one hand of blackjack. No casino wants to do that, right? Because they know, he could get lucky on that hand, where if he just bets one time $10 million, they don't allow that. But you know what we'll do? We'll place a limit on that blackjack table. The maximum bet allowed is only $10,000 instead of $10 million. Now, if he wants to actually really bet $10 million, turn $10 million into potentially $25 million or whatever he's trying to get, he actually has to do it a ton of times. He has to make a whole lot of $10,000 bets at the blackjack table. And now, obviously, the odds have flipped in favor of the casino. The likelihood he actually walks out of there with his original $10 million is actually quite low, and there's no way he's doubling or tripling his money at that blackjack table, because he has to bet so many times. Eventually, the odds are going to play out because of the law of large numbers. Casinos know about this law, the law of large numbers. They know what their expectancy is on every game, and as long as they make you play enough hands, the odds will always work out exactly as expected. So naturally, some of you are going, hey DT, what does the story about the casino have to do with options trading? What does the casino and options selling, what do they have in common? Well, essentially, as an option seller, you're the casino. You have the odds in your favor, you have that small edge, and you have to act just like the casino. You have to make the sucker on the other end of your bet, right, who is the option buyer in this case, right? You have to make sure that they're placing a lot of small trades over and over again. To you, the option seller, you're always going to come out ahead in the long run due to the law of large numbers. And just like the casino won't let somebody walk in with $10 million and place it all on one hand of blackjack or all on one roll of the dice, you as an option seller should not let somebody do that to you. You should never be in a trade where you're taking on more risk. You should never have more than 2 to 3% of your net lick account value in any trade, right? Because again, there is some luck involved. You can have a run of bad luck. You can have a lot of trades in a very short amount of time go against you just due to bad luck. But if you do something stupid, and at that time you had an unusually large amount of money on the table when that string of bad luck happened, guess what? You just blew up your account. So don't be that sucker trying to beat the casino. Always be the casino. Remember to always trade small, trade often, and be disciplined. Now, if you want to learn more about options trading, and especially my favorite option strategy, the wheel strategy, check out my book, The Super Wheel Option Strategy, over on Amazon. You'll find a link to this book in the description below. Peace, guys.